What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Bulls Nation, the Chicago Bulls win in emphatic fashion to keep their season alive. Now, again, this was a win or go home type of situation. You win the game, you face the Miami Heat in the second round of the play-in tournament. You lose the game, your season is over, you're talking about how horrible of a season it is, and you're just moving on with your life, essentially. But at the end of the day, we picked up the win. We keep our season alive, we keep on moving forward on to the next one against Miami. So what went right for the Bulls today? We're going to discuss it a little bit more in this video. But before we get any further, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls, their game today, and your player of the game. I don't think there's much conversation in that category, but still, it's always nice to talk about it. We won this game 131 to 116, I think that is. Either way, I don't necessarily remember the score. I'm recording this a lot later at night. But regardless, what a game from the Chicago Bulls. Like, genuinely, what a game. Now, look, am I going to tell you we're going to have the exact same replica game onto the next one? No, because if we had the exact same replica game onto the next one, let's be honest, we would probably win. And you know, we just don't have those types of games every now and then. We just don't. This is kind of the outlier compared to every other game we've played. But nonetheless, when it mattered the most, the bright lights were on, the crowd was chanting, and everything in between, the Bulls delivered a fantastic performance. There's not too much that went wrong today, especially on the offensive end. You would be very surprised to know that for the vast majority of the game, maybe even the entire game, the Bulls players, all their starters, shot over 50% from the field. The efficiency in which we were able to get stuff done tonight was just fantastic. Our points in the paint was absolutely game-changing in this game. So many points in the paint, from Vucevic to DeRozan to Coby White. Coby White silking his way, you know, just showing all of his bag, all of his moves tonight. Just getting right to the rim and getting easy opportunities at the rim and getting easier layups and just scoring bags upon bags of points. Ayo Dosunmu chipped in with a couple of points as well. 19, I think it was. Just so many great stuff, ladies and gentlemen. And the points in the paint was a big part in that. But it wasn't just that. We made our threes today as well. Our three-point shooting wasn't dreadful like it normally is. It was somewhat competent in this game. Now, look, we also have to realize Atlanta had a pretty key disadvantage in their team, and that was Trae Young. Trae Young, with his whatever happened to his hand, basically half his hand was barely usable from what I heard and stuff of that nature. It affected his shooting, affected his dribbling, affected his free throws, whatever. I understand that, and it does suck to see, of course, but the Bulls still got things done. Our offense was just completely the game changer today. And you have to also have a little bit of critiques to Atlanta's defense. That was definitely something that hindered them as well. They gave us free opportunities at the rim at the end of the day, and the Bulls were just smart enough to take them. And it was as simple as that. Atlanta didn't bring any defensive effort into this game, and we took advantage of that. So lovely stuff for the Chicago Bulls. But we're talking about lovely stuff. Let's talk about Coby White. 42. You heard that correctly. 42 points in this game. And again, what an incredible performance in an elimination game. We're talking about playoff experience. We're talking about win and go home type of situations. And honestly, to have that type of game is incredible. 42 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals on the night as well. 15 from 21, unbelievable stats. And you're talking about someone that could carry us out of that darkness that we probably saw for a lot of the end of the season there. Someone that could carry us out of an elimination game. Coby White was the man today. But even in his stellar performance, even in his undeniable performance, showing that he's truly a most improved candidate, DeRozan chipped in with 22 points, dominated the first half of that game. Vucevic with the 24 and 12 night, dominated the vast majority of the game offensively. Defensively, he was horrible, as we expected, but offensively chipped in fantastically well. Again, Ayo 19 points. Our bench, we got Javonte Green with 10 points, Drummond with 4, and obviously Dalen Terry with 4. I do think we ended up winning the bench battle against the Atlanta Hawks as well, which is incredible. So another bonus in our category. And we also won the rebounding battle, I believe, as well. 47, I think that rebounds for the Bulls, 34 for the Hawks. So we dominated in that category as well. Big thumbs up. Very, very happy with how we were able to perform today. Now, as I mentioned before, will we see this type of game against Miami? I honestly don't know. And I find it hard to believe that we will. But put it this way, if you see this type of performance every game for the Bulls, you win a championship. It's as simple as that. So we know this is not going to happen again. We know we're not going to score above league average every single game. We know we're not going to be able to absolutely destroy teams with points in the paint and, you know, having our threes on point every night. Because if that was the case, we would have seen it already. So we take what we can get. We take the fantastic performance. This may very well be our last home game. And what a way to bow out of your homestead. Incredible. Giving the United Center something that they'll remember for a while. That big victory against the Atlanta Hawks in a play-in tournament game. Lovely stuff. Love the energy of the crowd as well. Thank you to the Chicago Bulls fans that went to the arena that day and poured your hearts out so these players could get attached to something. It was beautiful. And of course, we have to go now into enemy territory, the Miami Heat. Now keep in mind, there is a lot of speculation of injuries. We'll have a big injury report coming up ahead of that game. Injuries in relation to, of course, Alex Caruso. He got hurt in this game. Andre Drummond and himself, Caruso, collided. Drummond stepped on his foot. He did not return in that game. He did actually, but then he went out again. I think Miami has a Jimmy Butler situation. Apparently, he has a meniscus injury. And that could be serious stuff. That puts him in jeopardy against the Bulls as well. I'm pretty sure it's going to take him out for a while if it's what, you know, the reports are suggesting. So, two teams, injury-riddled teams. Obviously, Miami losing their best player. The Bulls basically losing almost half their team at this point. It's annoying. I definitely agree. And again, it's not nice to see injuries. And mostly when you see healthy teams, that's the teams that really get to the top of the East and the Western Conference. You saw how Philadelphia fell all the way down with the Joel Embiid injury. So there's a lot, I guess, there, I should say, for the Chicago Bulls. But nonetheless, we keep our season alive. Another chance to go at it. Another chance to get into the playoffs. Another chance for playoff experience. You know, some people may not want it. The vast majority of Bulls fans want this. They want this Miami Heat game. They want another game to watch, and they want another game for the Bulls to win, and they want to go into that first round. Now, I'm not saying we're going to beat Boston in the first round. That's borderline impossible, I would say. But I'd rather be there, give guys like Kobe playoff experience, Io playoff experience, Dale and Terry playoff experience. Those guys deserve it. You know, those young guys could benefit so much from something like that. And obviously, DeRozan and Vucevic, you know, I guess they deserve it as well. Of course, they're part of the team. But they've had that playoff experience. They know what it's all about. I'm talking about the young guys. I think they deserve it more than anything. And it'd be amazing for them to be the focal point of us getting there as well. That will bring a massive boost of confidence heading into next season. So that's what I want it for. Will we get the job done? One more game to go. We're going to have to find out. We faced the Heat last season and we did not get the job done in a close encounter. Will we get it done this time? We'll have to wait and see. Thank you guys so much for watching. My player of the game is Coby White, without a shadow of a doubt. Drop a like and a follow and or subscribe if you are new. I will see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care and peace.